Hello, my name is Roy Canterbury. I'm going to be your host today on Archery Talk 101. And we're going to talk about today is the importance of getting a coach or an instructor, a mentor, a trainer, um, not going it on your own. So let's get started with that. And let's talk about um, your path in whatever pursuit you're going, whether it be archery, which is where we're focusing on today. When you first start out, you struggle and not knowing what's going on. You get somebody that helps you out a little bit and a little bit more, and then the next thing you know, you're getting different answers to your questions. So that's where an archery instructor comes in place. Really good is they go through and they're going to look at your form, how you're shooting, look at your bow, the way they're set up. Because most of the archery instructors are also have some good knowledge on how to set up bows. In my case, I've been a bow tech since 2000 and an archery instructor since 1995. So I have a good knowledge of both worlds. And most of your instructors are going to have good knowledge of that because part of setting up your form is also going through looking at how your bow is set up. So, that's where an archery instructor comes in really good in helping you reduce that learning curve and get you places that you probably will struggle if you can get there at all. Sometimes you can get there, you can figure it out on your own. Just look at how many things you've learned how to do. Hasn't somebody taught you how to do it? Whether you read a book or watched a video. Nowadays YouTube is really good at trying to figure out how to do stuff, but they show you how they do it, not necessarily how you would need to do it. Especially in archery, and all of us are a little bit different. What works great for me may not work good for you. So that's where you want to have somebody that has experience working with lots of different people. The same thing if you have an athlete, that plays one of the major sports, like football, baseball, basketball, hockey, anything like that. They're going to have a coach that's going to teach them how to do it. And the coaches have actually done it. You're not going to go through and learn archery for somebody that's never even shot a bow. Just like you're not going to learn how to play a sport, whether it be golf or anything else. You're not going to learn just by doing it. You're either going to watch videos that show you how to do it and try it and see how that goes. The problem is if you don't video yourself doing the sport that you're talking about, it's hard to see. That's why I recommend it. Just have somebody record you while you're shooting. When you're going out shooting in a range, have somebody record it and record it from different angles. You want to be from the front, from the back, from the side. Just make sure the camera isn't downrange where you would actually shoot it. If somebody's helping you, make sure they're not in front of your bow taking the picture. You can use, like a selfie stick or something so that, you would extend the stick out so that they wouldn't be in front of you, but the camera would. You can take a little selfie stick and stick it out way in front of you, and then that way you're safe. The worst thing that happens is your camera gets hit. That can be replaced. It's a little hard if you have an arrow stuck in you. So make sure you're always safe in your recording. Set them on tripods or something like that so that you can see yourself shooting, and really take that, and then you can see what you're doing. You can watch videos, but it's taking that next level is actually having somebody go in and look at what you're doing. Someone with experience can take a look at a video and see things that you wouldn't know to look for. That's nice. When I first started, there was no real videos. It was you started out with a VCR, and they're a little hard to go through and pause them and play them. The resolution wasn't real good, so sometimes it's blurry. Now with these new cameras, you get these new cameras like I have here. It's got all those cameras, and it takes better pictures than a lot of the digital ones. So use cameras. They on your phones. Those are really good. In all your sports, you're going to have a teacher of some kind, and that's the importance. So that just get somebody. I'll leave some links in the descriptions for other things that I've come across, but I'll leave a link in there for my coaching program. there. I'll leave a link to the Archery Talk 101 Facebook group, which in that group, you can actually go in and upload a video, and somebody like myself, or there's some other instructors out there that have had some good experience. We have people that have been in the group that have been shooting for 50, 60 years. So we have a lot of experience in that group, and you can upload the video to it, and then we'll critique it and send it down, back to you, make a comment on it. Not as good as a coaching program, which is one of the things that I have going on. It's online coaching where you can get some personalized instruction, one-on-one live. I have private groups, as well as I have small group coaching sessions, like 4 people in a group. I keep them small so that you don't have to worry about getting some time. But you're going to go through there and take some videos, take some shooting, and just see your skills develop. One of the things that you want to look at is taking whatever you're trying to learn, whether it being you say, oh, I want to learn how to sell stuff online. Well, you can spend hours and hours and actually probably years trying to figure it out on your own, but you get some good training and good instruction, and that shortens all the time up. Anytime you want to learn something, it's best to learn from someone that's already done it, so that you save a little bit of time. Ask for help. Sometimes that's always hard to do, is ask yourself, say, hey, I don't know what I'm doing, help me. Yeah, and that's the thing, that you just need to find somebody that you trust that does some good work. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description for the Archery Talk 101 Facebook group. There's also archerytalk101.com, which that website I have out there. Lots of different items. If I review something, it's going to be a link to where you can purchase it. Any activity I find that is good in archery, you see some of these archers that are doing amazing things. I'll post links into some of their articles. I'll leave a link in there, so if you're interested in some coaching, we can go out and get some coaching. So that's my little bit here on coaching. It definitely going to save you a lot of time. I know when I started back in the 60s, it was pretty much grab a bow and draw back to whatever you want. When I got my first compound bow, and they said, just well, how's it feel? Just draw it back. And I was drawing way back. I was a good 3 inches longer than what I shoot now, and I didn't know any better. And so when I get my second bow, I was like, okay, I need 32-inch draw length, because that's what I'd been drawing. I come to find out I'm actually 29 and a half. I got with a coach, and they looked at it, okay, here is a better form to do it. You're more consistent. And you know what? Yeah, my groups did get a lot tighter. And in fact, over the years, I've probably gotten about 8 Robin Hoods. I try not to shoot single spots because I wreck too many arrows. So now, is that something that you're going to be able to do? Yeah, possibly not. It just depends on how tight your groups are and how many arrows you're trying to put in the same spot. But that's my little bit on coaching. Once again, my name is Roy Canterbury, and I've been your host today on Archery Talk 101.